Election's over, you're in property and finance. How's the landscape changed for you?
Mate, we're really excited, Adam, with the amount of inquiry that has floated through post-election. And there's some pretty simple reasons. As you and I know, property is all about certainty and the confidence.
Yep. And
the really good news that's flowed directly out of the election is that a day after the result, we saw APRA come out and announce that they're putting pressure on the banks to start reducing lending policy.
Yep.
First of those being dropping the servicing rate from 7.25 down. And that's, we believe, the start of a move towards much easier policy restrictions. So as you and I also know, rates have never been as low. So the money's never been as cheap, but it's never been as hard to get.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the costs go down. Now we're starting to see the handbrake come off the lending restrictions, and it'll take a few months before this flows through. But our read of the market now is that there is much more confidence in the economy. We're going to see tax cuts flow through. We're seeing interest rate cuts flow through, so more money in more people's pockets.
Excellent.
But most importantly, no change. Because the thing that was killing off the market up until now has been the fear that surrounds the potential changes that Labor are going to institute. And it was, let's face it, it was effectively a tax revolution that Labor are looking to institute through negative gearing and capital gains tax changes and changes to trust tax and the franking credits, the list goes on.
And whether you vote Liberal or Labor, it doesn't matter. It gets down to these decisions.
It comes down to confidence and it comes down to certainty. So we're coming to blue sky. There was some pretty big storm clouds on the horizon pre-election.
Definitely.
All of a sudden that storm's been averted. We're into blue sky territory. The phone's been running hot. We're starting to see people who've been sitting on their hands who are saying, yeah, we'll come back to you, Bushy. They're starting to ring us. Yep. So for those that are in a position who can get the money now, is a great time to be jumping in because you're going to beat the pack.
So you're looking at it wasn't a perfect storm. The market was going to go, property was going to drop out completely, and it's just popped back up again, and it's getting to smooth sailing.
It is, mate. We're really excited about what the next 12 months hold, and those who are smart enough to move now, not keep sitting there and waiting, they're really going to get some good bargains, because what we're seeing is the builders have all been starved for opportunities, so they're pretty keen. The banks have been starved for business because they haven't been writing many loans.
They have,
So we're starting to see the tide swing. And we reckon we've got a window for anyone who jumps in the next 6 months is going to do really well. Because we're back into a point where those growth areas that you and I have been talking about, South East Queensland, parts of South Australia, and even parts of Perth, which are starting.
Perth, I think Perth is getting back on the radar. I think it's bottomed, and we'll certainly, as our network, my network will be certainly looking at Perth pretty soon.
I think for those that are contrarians and taking a 10 or 15 year horizon, while we won't see any immediate rise in Perth, given the critical masses over there and the fact that the resources industry is starting to pick up, there'll be some pretty good opportunities.
And feedback from my acquisitions team and the research they're doing is there's still some bargains over in Perth. Prices are in some pockets 20 grand lower than what they were 5 years ago. So we're some good buying over there long term. So excellent, Bushy. Know How Property Group. Great. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's fantastic.
Great to have a chat, Al.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.